Welcome back, everybody. This is MrNemesiis, and I hope you are all doing well. If you're stuck at home, you're not sick, and you're spending your time wisely, or maybe just enjoying some time off. In this video, I'm going to go over the components in Star Citizen. Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth. That would be a super long video if I wanted to do that. But I am going to put the link in the description down here for two websites you should be using if you are playing Star Citizen. One of which gives you the raw numbers on about every component in the game. And the other one is one where you can pull up your ship and basically change out components. It will show you where you can buy them, how much they cost, and also what their stats are compared to other things. So those are two critical sites you should be using if you're playing Star Citizen. So now to start off, we're going to have, as far as components go, there are 5 types, 5 sizes, and 4 grades. Now, there are 5 sizes, but technically size 0 is just vehicle size. So as far as ships go, there's really only 4. Size 1 is small, size 2 is medium, size 3 is large, and size 4 is capital. As far as the types, you're going to have civilian, industrial, competitive, stealth, and military. Now the grades are basically 1, 2, 3, and 4, or they're also a class, which it's going to be A, B, C, and D as far as the classes go. Now civilian components are generally what I would say are the average middle ground component. They're just kind of your baseline, I guess. Your industrial are going to essentially be really durable, and what I mean by durable is their wear life before they start failing, but they tend to have a higher EM and IR signature. Your competitive are very high performance, but as far as durability, again, they're rather low on that, so they don't last very long. Your stealth is going to be basically your lowest rated signature, whether that's EM or IR, but obviously they do not have the best performance. And then your military is essentially a good combination of durability, performance, and signature. So now, class is going to determine essentially cost, basic performance out of it. Obviously, a Class D is going to be worse than a Class A. But your type also plays into that, as I just said, between the civilian, industrial, military, stealth, and competitive. Now, for now at least, you can put whatever component you want in whatever ship, but they are supposed to limit what components you can put in what ships eventually. So you can't put stealth components in a prospector if for some reason you wanted to do that. Now, as far as the different components, most people know this, but we're going to have coolers, power plants, shields, and quantum drives. Now, technically, your weapons and your missiles are also things you can buy or / upgrade, but they're all A-rated or 1 grade, so there's not really any variety on those. There are several different manufacturers, and I'm not going to name them all off, but Aegis, Anvil, Tyler Design and Tech, Juno Starworks, and ACOM are just a few. Now, as you can tell, Aegis and Anvil are probably military component producers because they make military ships. Tyler Design and Tech tends to do stealth. Juno Starworks and ACOM all tend to do industrial or civilian. Now what I'm going to do real quick here is compare a couple of different power plants just to give you an idea on stat-wise what the differences are. Now I'm not going to go over every difference, just a few to give you an idea of what a military compared to a stealth or an industrial difference could be. So I'm going to compare the Delta Max power plant, the Feral Cascade, and the Endurance. Now, the Delta Max is a stealth, the Feral Cascade is a military, and the Endurance is an industrial power plant. They are all grade 2 or B class. So they're pretty much the same. They're all size 1, but different type essentially. So you get an idea. So as far as the Delta Max, it's got a total power output of 1578. The Feral Cascade has 3366. And the Endurance has 4417. So as you can see there, the Industrial definitely has more power. Now, as far as for power plant, the startup time, this is a big difference here too. The Delta Max, which is a stealth, has a 2.5-second power up time. The Feral Cascade, which is a military, has a 14-second power up time. And the Industrial Endurance has a 21.88-second startup time. Now, as far as wear, and what I mean by this is the wear life on these components, at least for now, is how many hours of actual use in game before they will start failing you. That doesn't mean they just die at that specific point, but they will start having misfires, maybe give you less power, have other sorts of issues. Obviously, that's not all in the game yet, but that is what you can expect. So for the Delta Max, it has got an 18-hour wear. The Feral Cascade has got a 23-hour, and the Endurance has got a 42-hour. Now, while we have hit points as far as ships, not only hulls, but components go, until they change that, which for components, I'm not 100% sure they're ever going to, but the Delta Max has 300 hit points, the Feral Cascade has 800, and the Endurance has 200. So hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of the different types of components, the different sizes, the different ratings, and then obviously the different types. Again, look at the links in the description because they're going to help you a lot if you're playing Star Citizen. Those are 2 things you should always be looking at. And they do get updated after every patch, so they are current. So it helps a lot, and it helps you save money too, so you know what you got to save and to plan ahead so you're not just buying random things thinking they're better when in reality they are not. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, so please give it a thumbs up, share it, and again, stay safe. I hope you all have a wonderful day.